Hey halflings, welcome back to Storytime. Today we're going to read Even Superheroes Make Mistakes by Shelley Becker, and it was illustrated by Ida Caban. And this is what it looks like. And of course we have two vocabulary words today. The first one is, in our title, mistake. Mistake is just something that happened that you didn't want to happen, or you didn't intend for it to happen. So that's what a mistake is. And our second vocabulary word is integrity. And the way that integrity was always explained to me is just doing the right thing or doing the best thing even when nobody's watching. It's just being true to you, being honest in situations and choosing the right thing. So those are our two vocabulary words. And I just wanted to quick say that I enjoyed this book a lot because it was a nice reminder that no matter who you are, so if you're a halfling like our watchers here, or if you're an adult like myself, or a superhero that's often looked at as perfect, we all make mistakes no matter who we are, and it's okay. But yeah, just with that in mind, let's start our book. Okay, so once again, our title is Even Superheroes Make Mistakes by Shelley Becker and illustrated by Ida Caban. So Shelley did the words and Ida did the pictures. On the back of the cover here, we have some of the superheroes in the story. So this is Screecher, this is Typhoon, and this is Icky. And then I'm just going to quick flip to the back and show you these guys. So this is Beastie, Zing, and Thrash. Of course, our title page with the title of our book again, and the author, and the illustrator, and all that stuff. Oops. When superheroes are not up to speed, when they slip up and trip up and fail to succeed, they could cry or deny or claim it's not fair, or rip off their capes and quit in despair. Uh-oh, that guy's throwing away his cape. And look, while they're all arguing, the bad guys are in the background stealing some stuff. If they bake super cakes with way too much salt, they could shrug and say, it was bakery bought, not my fault. If they bungle their speech at the hero convention, they could put on a light show, diverting attention. This guy has laser vision and he's trying to distract the crowd because he made a mistake in his speech. Remember, mistake is one of our vocabulary words. Mistake. That just means you didn't want something to happen, but it did. If they space out and nab the wrong guys without thought, they could choose to let bandits succeed with their plot. Uh-oh. Look, she accidentally tied up the police officers, and the bad guys are now getting away with all sorts of bags of money. Oops. Honest mistake. But ashamed superheroes who goofed up somehow first stop and consider what's best to do now. And that's something that we can do too if we make a mistake. Just stop and think, and what can we do now to fix our mistake? Not the end of the world. If they wake late for boot camp the very first day, they invent an alarm clock that works right away. So it looks like this guy maybe overslept, and so now he's got a machine that polishes his boots and opens the curtains and has his clothes and gives him coffee, brushes his teeth, gives him breakfast, and wakes him up. Man, that's pretty cool. I think I need one of those. What do you think? If last year they ruined the annual choir, they trained screechy voices and learned to sing higher. Look, she's playing the piano. I have a friend that I go visit every day, and she likes to play the piano. So I always think of her when I see somebody on the piano like that. If they didn't prepare any clean clothes to wear, they still polish their boots and spiff up their hair. But if superheroes can't take their errors in stride, they might look for a way to excuse, blame, or hide. That's not really following the way of integrity, is it? Not really doing the right thing in the situation if you're trying to excuse yourself or blame somebody else or hide from what you did after you made a mistake. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. But part of integrity is that we own up to our mistakes. If they bash through the planets while flying in space, they could claim someone's cape was obstructing their face. She couldn't see, apparently, huh? And that's why she ran through the planets? I don't know. If they build a big bridge that doesn't sit right, they could blame and call names a supercharged fight. Oh, the cars are honking as these two superheroes are fighting. If their rescue attempt was not super clever, they could stock up supplies and hide out forever. Maybe hide from your mistakes? Do you think that's a good idea? I don't know. When superheroes are not up to speed, when they slip up and trip up and fail to succeed, they could hang their heads down. They could, but they don't, because real superheroes just wouldn't. They won't. Let's see what they do. Instead, they remember perfection is rare. I like that line right here. Perfection is rare, meaning it doesn't happen often. And they choose super ways to respond when they err. And using their powers as true heroes do, they fix what they wrecked and apologize too. That's part of making a mistake as well. We sometimes have to say, I'm sorry for doing that. I didn't mean to. They fess up their mess up. They learn from their blooper. Responsibility, that makes them super. Being responsible definitely is a super thing. It's okay if they blush. Looks like she's nervous. It's okay if they quake. Oh, he looks a little scared. It's okay if they super regret their mistake. Well, he might even feel a little bit angry after making a mistake. And that's okay. But then they get up and get on with their day. So you take a moment to feel your feelings, but then you deal with them in a healthy way, you process them, and then you move on with your day, right? Saving the world in their most super way. There they are, doing their superhero jobs. And look, now they're playing, it looks like putt-putt golf. The end. And that is our book, Even Superheroes Make Mistakes. Well, thanks again for joining me for this book, Even Superheroes Make Mistakes, written by Shelley Becker. Like I said, it was just a good reminder, even for myself, that it's okay to make mistakes. That in that book it said perfection is rare. That means it doesn't happen very often at all. We do not live in a perfect world. Sometimes we might start feeling feelings if we make a mistake, and that's okay. We just take a moment to feel our feelings, really, yeah, take a moment to just understand what's going on in our heads and in our hearts. And sometimes, like the book said, we have to apologize if we make a mistake. But in the book, it just talked about, you know, they could not own up to making a mistake. They could try to blame it on somebody else, or they didn't really talk about it in the book, but, you know, lying is something too. But it is so important for us to maintain our integrity, and integrity is just doing the right thing, even if you could get away with a lie, or if you could blame it on somebody else, or, you know, anything like that. So, yeah, I just hope you really liked this reminder and liked the book. And, I would love to hear in this one if you have a favorite superhero. Comment below with the help of your parents, or if you're old enough, you can do it by yourselves. But yeah, I would love to know your favorite superheroes. My favorite superhero, I'm trying to remember all of them. I'm more of a Marvel fan. So I really like Thor. I think Thor is my favorite superhero. So yeah, please tell me what your favorite one is. Love to hear it, and we'll see you later, halflings. Take care.